Fally Ipupa in Cameroon, and the Cameroonians showed their hospitality. 90%, yes, 90%. Why? Because some 10% of people made him to call us villageois. That is why I'm here today to talk about Fally Ipupa, the legend. He was welcomed like a legend that he is. Oh my God. Et vous êtes les villageoises, les 10%, les 10% aux pourcentages des personnes là qui nous a accordé le nom là villageoise, méfiez-vous. My French is not very good, but for all of you who don't know Fally Ipupa, but I know most of you know Fally Ipupa. He's from Congo. He's a Congolese, and it's like a legend of music this time around. He's booked like hotcake. Like he went from Cotonou to Benin, from Benin to, I cannot be naming all the places, and he's presently in Cameroon. Like many of these artists have noticed that this streaming thing is not earning them the money that they have to earn. What is giving them that cash is traveling from place to place and performing. And in Cameroon, guys, he was welcomed like a hero, like a legend. And congrats, my dear Fally Ipupa, for buying yourself a private jet. You know, when they do well, we should come here and give them an applaud. Yes, now going to what happened in Douala. What happened in Douala? I am so amazed at the hospitality Cameroonians can show, and those 10%, the 10% of people that want to bring a bad name to Cameroonians, méfiez-vous. Fally Ipupa was like, he was on stage performing, and you guys, you could see the cheer. I'm going to put the video up here. You could see the people cheering. Look at that. The people were cheering, and people were so happy. And after he performed, he left the stage, and then we brought in our Cameroonian artist, Teno. When Teno started performing, it reached a certain stage. People started throwing bottles at him. There's a saying that a doctor is never really welcome at home. A doctor is never really welcome at home. And some people came and said Cameroonians are not welcoming. They are not what. You could see that we welcome Fally Ipupa. We gave him a befitting welcome. Cameroonians are hospitable. They are loving and kind and welcoming people. But for that 10% that have that inborn arrogance, that inborn rebellion, that inborn spirit of fighting in them. Because some people, no matter what you do, they will always come to spoil the show. Those 10% of people that wanted to fight, were throwing things. So when Fally Ipupa, the producers of the performance, they looked at it and said, Fally Ipupa was here, you people were cheering. Now Fally Ipupa will step down, and we brought in our own, and you people have started shooting bottles. Okay, let's bring back Fally Ipupa on stage. The people are saying that they were angry because they paid their money to come and see Fally Ipupa. They didn't pay their money to come and see our dear artist. Still coming to this fact, this fighting in the music industry, this fighting of who to support, how to support our own. This is still coming to that point. Now, when Fally Ipupa came, some nuisances also started doing that thing. So he said, les Camerounais sont les villageois. Are we villageois? For my Nigerian followers, it means Cameroonians are behaving like villagers. That is what brought that statement, because he could not understand. He couldn't understand the fighting, the throwing of bottles, the shouting. He could not understand at that point. We welcome him well. We gave him a befitting welcome. We welcome him well, but at the end of the day, there's a saying that what matters is the end of the thing, not the start of the thing. We started off well. We welcomed him, but at the end of the day, we started throwing bottles. Did we do well? Now, let me come to the tickets. Look at these tickets. I don't understand. There are two tickets, actually. There is one ticket that is for Douala, and there's another ticket that is for Yaoundé. Or there's another ticket, I don't know if it's because I see buffet and all of that. So for the general pass in Douala, it was 5,000. For the VIP, it was 50,000. And in Yaoundé, the general pass was 10,000, I guess, because Yaoundé is the capital city. So it is known to do things the mega way. So the general pass was 10,000. The VIP pass was 50,000 francs, and maybe the more VVIP, or how can I call it, it was 100,000. So for a Cameroonian, or for those that are just managing that, paid that sum, maybe they got really angry that they were not getting what they wanted from, they came to see him, that is why they could pay that. But for some of us managing, if I pay that money, una better come perform. And for the other ticket, I saw a ticket of 350, this is the ticket, 350,000, 1,500,000, 650,000 CFA. Like, wow. Like, wow. But some, they said single for couples, buffet inclusive. I was like, wow. In Cameroon, uhamao. My Cameroon people, not too much. Hey, if I pay that money, actually, and I paid the money to come and see my star, because I could see some people crying. You know the way in those days when Michael Jackson used to come up to sing, people will be falling, Michael, and they go off. I saw many people do that. Even when Flavor came to Cameroon, this thing, people, I saw some girls collapsing, they pass out, they say, they passed out. So I believe that they were looking at the value of their money, that maybe they didn't give them what they wanted. They wanted Fally. They didn't want our own artists. But that does not urge you. That does not make you to start shooting, to start throwing bottles on your own. See, we need to promote our own, seriously. We need to promote our own. Look at this video. You can see the difference when Fally Ipupa was performing. You can see the response. You can see how they were dancing and shouting. I didn't say they didn't shout for tenor. They did shout for tenor. They were happy. But some of them, they wanted more of Fally than us. Which it comes to the fact of that foreign video, wanting more of the foreign artists than our own. My dear people, when we start something, let's learn to end that thing well. Because the shooting of the bottles had no place in that place. It didn't make any sense to me. It didn't make any sense. It was not called for. Look at these tickets once more again. When you look at the tickets, there are many Cameroonians that are struggling, but they love music. They want to support. You see? So coming out to pay your 50,000 francs CFA, that is around $100. Coming to pay your 50,000 francs CFA to get your VIP, or to pay your 10,000 to get your general pass, and then not ending up getting what you want may just cause some people that have that violence in them, they have an inborn violence, or they get anointing for violence to bring out the beast in them. But all being said, Fally Ipupa did well. He was welcomed well, but for the end of the show. But let's learn to make the end of everything better than the beginning. Let's not just make the beginning good, and the most important part of the thing, which is always the end, we make it bad. Now, the last week has been so emotional for me because I've got a lot of support from my Naija people. I hail Una. I hail Una. And I've also got a lot of backlash from some of my fellow brothers and sisters. But there is saying that person when you don't faint before, and then the fear die. The same way you don't faint before, then the fear die. No matter what you do, I'm here to give positive vibes. No matter the backslash, no matter what everybody says. I always say I love criticisms. When you criticize, don't only end at criticizing. When you criticize, leave a suggestion. That is how we grow. Don't just come and say you're stupid, you're foolish, you're blah, 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 and you leave. You didn't help. You didn't help. For all my Nigerian subscribers, I hail Una. And for those of you that are watching me that are not yet my subscriber, please consider subscribing to this channel and always hit the notification bell. So whenever I upload a video, you are going to be notified. Please, guys, can you please take me to 3K? Take me to 3K as a Valentine gift. Take me to 3K. I love you all. It's always your favorite baby girl, Sherry Bell Jean. living her Nigerian dream. Bye.